The Atlanta Film Festival is a 40-year-old Academy Award qualifying festival.
It celebrates independent film, experimental, and some of the greatest cutting-edge works out of the industry. We play everything from short films to feature films.
One of the oldest in the country.
And this year was our 39th annual. An Oscar qualifying film festival is one that when you win the highest award in a category at that festival, you are now qualified to be nominated for an Oscar. And there are 3 categories that a film can qualify for an Oscar through a film festival: live action short, animation short, and documentary short. And so we're one of only about 15 festivals in the world that's qualifying for all 3 festivals. There's more and more films that are being made in Georgia. So to put it in perspective, we get almost 4,000 films submitted to the festival from over 110 countries. It's a ton of films.
We really only have room to program between 200 and 250 films, including music videos and short films. And this year, I believe we programmed over 3 dozen Georgia films.
Here at the Atlanta Film Festival, we engage with everyone from the filmmakers, cinematographers, to the actors, and everybody in between. And what is encouraging is that in the last few years here in Atlanta, we've seen a lot of this really talented acting pool that Atlanta has generated a lot over the years, but largely they've had to leave to find work. And luckily, these days, more and more of them are able to stay here, and in some cases, some of them are actually moving back. Our festival is a huge production, and it would not be possible without all of the folks who come together, including the near 300 volunteers that we have. It's a great opportunity to, especially if you've never even been to a film festival, or you want to be a part of making this big thing happen. Volunteering with us and with any other film festival is a great opportunity to meet people, to see, kind of be a little bit behind the scenes, but be there and be present and not miss the action as well.
Hundreds of volunteers help us every year. And whether they're greeters or they're transportation, working box office, they're essential for all aspects of the festival. I know a lot of actors love volunteering in the transportation department because they get to drive these filmmakers to and from the airport or to and from their hotel, and they don't want to be handing them their headshot while they're driving this filmmaker, but they're getting to meet them and they're getting to talk with them, and whether they make these connections or not for their future career, they're still getting a lot of insight on these filmmakers and how they got to where they are today. In the summer of 2014, we launched at our monthly networking mixer called Eat, Drink, and Be Indie, an open casting call where we invited casting agents from across the city and different companies and filmmakers that were making films or had upcoming projects where they needed actors to come sit in the audience, and we had 30 actors each have 1 minute to pitch themselves to the audience. So not knowing who was who, not knowing which publicist was who, or which casting agent was who, or which filmmaker was looking for work, they had to sell themselves to an audience of their peers and of industry figures.
For us, it's incredibly important for students and seniors and military, for that matter, to have access to our programming. We do a ton of discounts standard, but we also make a bunch of tickets available, tickets and passes, through our partnerships with the university, our strongest being with Georgia State University. And so it's through Georgia State that we can make it possible for a lot of students to be able to attend at little or no cost. We have a ton of information available on our website, atlantafilmfestival.com, where people can see not only information about what our programs are, but how to submit and what the requirements are for the different categories and what the various deadlines are, because we not only have a call for entry for films, we also have a screenplay competition accepting both feature scripts and pilot scripts. So atlantafilmfestival.com, we're also really active on our Facebook page and Twitter.